Good evening, everyone. At this time, I would like to call this meeting of the Board of Education to order. I will ask our board members to identify themselves for the record as I call your name. William Buchanan, present. John Andes.
Present.
William Gordy.
Present.
Elena McComas.
Present.
Donald Smack.
Present.
We have two members out tonight, Mrs. Addis and Mr. Ferrante, but we have a quorum. Can I have a motion to approve today's board meeting agenda?
So moved.
Second.
And a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I need a motion to enter into closed session under the General Provision Act, Section 3-305B of the annotated Code of Maryland for the following reasons. To approve closed session minutes from the previous month, and Section 3-305B1 to discuss the appointment, employment, assignment, promotion, discipline, demotion, compensation, removal, resignation, or performance evaluation of appointees, employees, or individuals over whom it has jurisdiction, or any other personal matters that affects one or more specific individuals. And Section 3-305B7 to discuss legal matters. Can I have a motion to enter into closed session?
Motion.
Can I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
We're in closed. We are reconvening into open session. As we reconvene this Board of Education open session meeting, I want to note that we still have a quorum. A closed session meeting was held today pursuant to the General Provisions Act of 3-305B of the Annotated Code of Maryland to approve previous closed session minutes to discuss legal matters and to discuss personal matters. At this time, we're going to have invocation with Pastor Ken Ellingson from Spence Baptist Church in Snow Hill will lead the invocation for us today. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Let's pray together. Father, we are thankful for this Board of Education and for the way you have blessed Worcester County schools in the past years, and Lord, for all that you have in store for us as they begin a new school year here before long. There's a lot to do in order to prepare for that. A lot of folks have been moved to new positions and getting acclimated to that. And I just pray for peace to be upon this place, and that they would get what needs to be done, and that they would leave the rest and to you, and that with your help they would be ready for the school year. Bless this time tonight. We pray for wisdom as they meet, and we pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Can I have a motion to approve the open session minutes from June 12th and June 17th, 2025?
So moved.
Can I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Meeting reports and our first new superintendent's report on the state of the school system. Dr. Wallace.
Thank you, Mr. Buchanan. I was thinking earlier how excited I was, and I was thinking, did I wait my whole life for this? And then I thought, no, I didn't, because I never even dreamed that this would be something possible. So I'm very excited. Good evening, members of the Board of Education, staff, families, and members of our community. It is with great enthusiasm and a deep sense of purpose that I sit before you this evening for my first official Board of Education meeting as your superintendent. I want to begin by thanking you, each of you, for the opportunity to serve our students, our families, and the dedicated educators and staff who make up this incredible school system, some of which are sitting in the audience today. I also want to extend my thanks to my predecessor, Mr. Taylor, for his mentorship and for his leadership, which has brought us here today. As we look forward to a new school year, I would like to take a moment to warmly welcome the new members of our administrative teams who are stepping into leadership roles across our schools. With the timing of our previous meeting, they were not able to join us because it was on the last day of school, and it was important for them to say goodbye to their students and be there to support students and families. So I would like to just take a moment during my report to recognize them now. The first person I'd like to recognize is Dr. Jody Stigler. This is Mr. Jody Stigler. If you do not know Mr. Stigler, he was I like to say the best of the best. He's a former math teacher because we're like the Marines. We're all just former math teachers. In fact, Dr. Stigler took over my old classroom at Stephen Decatur High School when I left. So he's done an excellent job as a school leader in our district, and I cannot wait to see all the great things that you're going to bring to Pocomoke Middle School. The next person that I want to introduce is also no stranger to us, Dr. Danielle Jackson. Who also is a former Stephen Decatur High School student when I was there. And she is now the proud principal of Buckingham Elementary School, back to being a Bucky Bear where she started. And I could not be more excited. I can tell you it's a full circle moment as an educator when you get to see students that were students when you were a teacher and then them leading our next generation of students. So I'm so grateful for her leadership. And then we have three other newcomers, Miss Elizabeth Berry, and she will be leading at Pocomoke Middle School alongside Mr. Jody Stigler. Elizabeth is also no stranger to us. She returned to Worcester County, and she was at the beginning of her career. She was here as a teacher. Mr. Chris Adkins. We had Pastor Ken come pray just for you. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Chris goes to my church, and that was our minister earlier. But Chris and I worship at the same place. But Chris has been an excellent, outstanding leader in our schools. And I think Chris is a great testament to you don't have to be an administrator to be a leader, because Chris has been a leader for a long time at Snow Hill High School. And so we look forward to his continued leadership. And I know he's going to do a great job. And then Ashley Miller, who is with Danielle Jackson, but she is actually at a family event tonight. And as we say in Worcester County, family comes first. So she is there at an event with her family. So welcome to all of you, and board members. I just wanted you to put a face to a name in case you didn't know. Alongside of these leaders, I will also be bringing forward a recommendation to the board to name a new local accountability coordinator, who I will proudly welcome and announce after hopefully you approve. These individuals round out an outstanding team of leaders who not only bring experience and passion to the table, but they bring a shared vision for educational excellence, equity, and student-centered leadership. We are thrilled to have them, and we look forward to the positive impact they will make in their respective school communities. As we move forward together, our team remains deeply committed to our core mission of providing every student with a high-quality education that supports the development of the whole child. Our goal is for every student to graduate with a clear path forward, whether that be a skilled trade, the military, or higher education. We know that this work begins long before a child steps into our early education classrooms, and we are ready for the challenges before us. We will reach our overarching goal by establishing rigorous goalposts along the way, the first of which is ensuring that every student in our schools is reading on grade level by the end of grade 3. And you will hear more about that as a community and as board members as we move forward over the summer and into the fall. How do we achieve this? We achieve this by ensuring that every student is known by name, by strength, and by need. This guiding principle will anchor every decision that we make, and is a reminder that behind every test score and behind every data point is a child with dreams and potential. Behind every classroom is a community of learners who deserves to be seen, supported, and empowered. And together with our educators, families, board members, and community partners, we will continue to create a school system where all students thrive. I'm honored to lead this work beside you, and I look forward to all that we're going to accomplish together. Thank you, Mr. B.
Thank you, Dr. Wallace. That was a great first rundown of what you're going to be doing for us. And now, I'd like to welcome our 2025 and 2026 student reps who are joining us today to provide their monthly updates from our high schools. And I believe, well, let me introduce them first, and maybe kind of stand up a little bit and do a little bit of a wave. Pocomoke High School, Kanye Reed. Thank you. Cash Von Marsh, Snow Hill High School. And Alexis Rubel, Stephen Decatur High School. And this is going to be your first time giving your school report to us today, and I think we're going to start with Kanye. You'll get used to it.
Thank you, Mr. Buchanan. I'm Kanye Reed, the student representative for Pocomoke High School. Let's begin with a huge congratulations to the class of 2025, achieving an outstanding 100% graduation rate. Together, they were offered over $4.5 million in merit-based scholarships. We are so proud of their accomplishments and can't wait to see where the future takes them. Our summer academy is off to a great start. We are offering both Freshman Academy and Future Academy for grades 10 through 12. Students are engaged in academic enrichment, designing budget-friendly recipes from our community garden, and participating in driver's education. We're also proud to partner with UMES and Worcester Connects to enhance these experiences. Several of our students are attending Future High School Academy at UMES, staying in college dorms for a full college experience as they prepare for their careers in education. We are also celebrating incredible growth in our advanced placement program. With the release of AP scores, we saw a dramatic increase in student proficiency, with almost 60% of students receiving 3s, 4s, and 5s, and several course passing rates were well above the state and global average. We are incredibly proud of our AP teachers and students for this continued success. On July 9th, we were honored to host a community schools showcase event. It was a fantastic opportunity to connect with families and community partners while spotlighting how community schools are driving family engagement. Our student athletes are staying active this summer with preseason workouts, preparing for the first official day of fall sports on August 13th. We were also proud to host the first of several Future Warrior camps at Pocomoke High School this summer, led by our varsity coaches. Our community blood drive on July 10th found great success. Despite the rain, many families and community members showed up in support. Our custodians have been working hard, ensuring that our classrooms are sparkling. We are fortunate to have an incredible custodial crew, and we appreciate them greatly. Our teachers have been immersed in professional learning over the summer. Today, at PHS, high school English, math, and social studies and science teachers work with Pocomoke middle school teachers in the same content areas, and powerful vertical exercises. Learning never stops for our educators. Looking ahead, we're excited for several key events. On August 12th, we'll host Senior Warrior Day, where the class of 2026 and their families will receive an overview of Senior Year 101. The event will include representatives from colleges, businesses, and military branches offering valuable post-secondary planning support. On August 14th, the Pocomoke High School leadership team will bring the community together with a pop-up barbecue, providing a fun and informal way to connect with students and families. Senior Portrait Day will take place on August 18th as we continue to celebrate our rising seniors. Our new teachers, administrators, and mentor teachers are excited to visit neighborhoods, giving away book bags and school supplies on Thursday, August 21st. Then, on Tuesday, August 28th, we'll welcome our incoming students during New Warrior Day. That same afternoon, beginning at 4 p.m., we'll host our open house along with the first community tribe time event of the school year. And lastly, we are proud to welcome Dr. Wallace, our new superintendent, and Dr. Record, assistant superintendent. We know we are in good hands and look forward to the school year ahead. We sincerely thank the Board of Education for its continued support of our schools and communities. Your dedication makes a world of difference for our students and staff. Now to Cash Von Marsh, representing Still Hill High School.
Thank you, Kanye. Good evening, everyone. I'm pleased to share a brief update on the exciting work happening this summer at Snow Hill High School. Our summer academy is currently in full swing, serving 32 students through a range of enriching and diverse learning opportunities designed to promote academic growth, skill development, and student engagement. One of the standout features of this year's program is our Outdoor Learning Academy, which has taken students beyond the classroom to places like Public Landing, the Salisbury Zoo, and Baywater Seafood. These experiential learning trips offer hands-on opportunities to explore science, ecology, and local industries, connecting academic content with real-world applications in meaningful and memorable ways. Alongside outdoor learning, we're also offering extended school year services and credit recovery courses to support students who are working to stay on track academically. For our soon-to-be high schoolers, the freshman seminar has been a vital part of helping rising ninth grade students prepare for a confident and successful transition. We've also included targeted instruction in English and math aimed at strengthening foundational skills before the new school year begins. In addition, students enrolled in driver's education are taking advantage of the summer months to complete this important milestone. In preparation for the upcoming year, our dedicated school counselors, Mrs. Johnson and Mrs. Hilbert, have been working diligently to ensure students are placed in the right classes. Their efforts are focused on creating schedules that give every student the best opportunity to succeed academically and reach their full potential. Beyond the classroom, our athletic programs are making the most of the summer engagement period as well. The football team is training intensely in the weight room and actively competing in the Del Mar 7-on-7 League. Our girls soccer team is maintaining a steady schedule of conditioning sessions and matches through the Summer League. And the boys soccer team, led by new head coach Stephen Isett, is showing great energy and dedication as they compete in the Crown Sports Summer League. Other programs, including baseball, volleyball, and wrestling, have also seen great attendance and enthusiasm during their summer drop-in sessions. We are proud of the commitment our students and staff are showing across all programs, whether that be academic, athletic, or beyond. Snow Hill High School Summer Academy continues to be a valuable opportunity for our students to stay connected, build confidence, and prepare for a successful school year ahead. On behalf of Snow Hill High School, I'd like to thank you all for your continued support, and I wish you a safe and restful summer. I'll turn it over to Lexi Ruppel with Decatur.
Thank you, Cash. Is this on? Okay. With summer here, there's salt in the air and sand in our hair, but there's still a lot going on at Stephen Decatur High School. First, looking back, we can't help but boast about the results of our advanced placement programs this past year. After administering 517 total exams, 134 more than last year, in 25 different areas to 318 students, 68 more than last year, we can proudly say that our students had a 76% passing rate, including 8 subjects which achieved a 100% passing rate. Additionally, 13 of our AP courses resulted in a passing rate percentage that exceeded both the national and global averages. We are certainly looking forward to recognizing all of our students who earned Advanced Placement Scholar status from College Board. Congratulations are also in order to our dozens of Skills USA students who represented us well this summer during national competitions and who brought home medals. Currently, our Summer Academy is bringing a lot of excitement to the school, with featured programs including Trailblazing Technology, Adventurous Art, Freshman Academy, Mindful Management, School Links Orientation, SAT preparation, along with other academic programs. All participants are gaining valuable reading, writing, communication, math, and world skills while simultaneously having fun. Our Freshman Academy students are not only getting acclimated to the school, but they are also participating in proactive mental health and stress management activities. Overall, our engagement is great and our feedback is even better. Stephen Decatur is also busy engaging future Seahawks. Our sports programs are offering youth camps, and our theater department is sponsoring its annual summer camp where teachers and our current Decatur thespians are busy teaching the basics of acting, improvising, and stunting to our younger friends. It's been fantastic welcoming rising Seahawks into our building and seeing their confidence grow. Meanwhile, on the track, courts, and fields, many of our athletes are busy weight training and doing agilities through summer months in preparation for a promising fall sports season. Last but not least, we would be remiss if we did not recognize our hard-working custodians for all they are doing to prepare for our building for a new school year, and a big shout out to our counselors for fine-tuning student schedules for the coming year. And of course, thank you, Board of Education, for your continued support of our schools. And now back over to you, Mr. Buchanan.
Thank you. I've said it before, I'll say it again, the student reports every month for this board is really a microscope of what's happening in the schools. I mean, we can have presentations up here, structured presentations, but it's your reports that you're giving us that really give us the heartbeat of what we do in Worcester County. So thank you very much, and you did a great job first time. It is now time to recognize any audience members joining us today from the following organizations. Do we have anyone present from WCTA? Thank you, Beth. Did you pay her to say that? WCES PA? Thank you. Thank you for being here. Worcester County Retired School Personnel. Helen. Thank you, Helen. Good to see you. Are there any representatives from any of the other various schools today? Okay. Okay, we are moving along to individual comments. All individuals who have signed up to address the Worcester County Board of Education may do so for 1 to 2 minutes regarding information, commendations, or concerns which may need future board attention. Concerns that are specific to an individual will not be discussed in open session and should be directed to appropriate district personnel for investigation. When you are called to address the board, please state your name and address for the board. We have no speakers. Okay, I'm going to turn this over now to Ms. Denise Shorts for a curriculum and instruction report.
Thank you so much, Mr. Buchanan. I am happy to welcome the prior principal of Pocomoke Elementary School, now the proud principal of Snow Hill Middle School, and the current assistant principal of Pocomoke Elementary School, to do their board presentation. Mr. Hamborski and Mr. Hoffman are here to talk about a joint project, which I'm glad that Dr. Rain is also in the audience tonight. They actually combined with the high school to do a project with Ms. Krantz around student interns at the elementary school working on intervention programs. And those of you who have worked with elementary students before know that we're always looking for people who can help our students with intervention programs. So this is an exciting kind of a pilot that they worked on, but Mrs. Krantz did a wonderful job, and we want to thank her for helping out. And Dr. Rain, thank you for your leadership in helping out with this too. But Pocomoke Elementary is going to share their experience and hopefully shed some insight on how the data helped us.
You're guiding me in the right direction, my new role, and I'm proud to serve underneath you as well. All right, so this is a brief, broad overview, a very zoomed out lens, and a lot of hard work from both the elementary school and high school. So the goal of the program is to empower future educators while enriching our students. And so the overview here is that we wanted to support elementary students by giving the high school students, while giving the high school students authentic hands-on introduction to teaching and learning. And so that would not be possible without the partnership with the high school. So we've done this the last 2 years. It is organized by the leadership of Pocomoke High School and Mrs. Krantz, and a special thank you to Dr. Rain for all the work that she put in place to create the partnership between Pocomoke High School and Salisbury University, because it's not only benefiting her students, it's benefiting the students at the elementary school as well now, as well as the teachers at the elementary school. So this is just a brief overview of the course. Salisbury University, one credit, led by Miss Amanda Krantz, and she collaborated with Mr. Huffman quite a bit. The course goals are orientation related to get folks ready for the teaching profession. Introduce them.
I'll take that one. I was lucky enough to have worked at Pocomoke High School and know Miss Krantz personally, so to be able to partner with her on this and just support her any way I could was really, really great. Students got 8 hours of direct tutoring with the high school students, and that was every single week. The high school students also collaborated with some of the mentor teachers in our building. Their focus areas were relationship building, instructional engagement strategies, and professional conduct. I can attest that the relationship building was authentic and real. Your turn.
And so this is the timeline was September 24th is when the students started with us, and then November 22nd things concluded. But on Mondays, and this kind of evolved, our first year Pocomoke High School students were at our school for on all 5 days, and it evolved that the students at Pocomoke High School stayed at Pocomoke High School, did the lesson planning, the journaling with Miss Krantz, and then came to deliver lessons Tuesday through Fridays, the academic tutoring sessions. A lot of planning and preparation of which kids and all those sorts of things, and we're going to get into that a little bit. So Big shout out to my wife, Mrs. Hamborski, because she trained all of the high school students on a few different things. The main being the 100-book challenge toolkits. And basically what those are very skill-focused mini lessons that the high school students delivered to the elementary students. And so that was in collaboration. The skills were determined by our curriculum resource teacher and our classroom teachers in collaboration with Mrs. Hamborski. And on the math side, we determined that Do the Math was a little bit more scripted of a program, a little bit more fitting for our high school students to take on. And Mrs. Blackburn provided that professional learning to these students of Pocomoke High School, in which they in turn delivered to our students.
So there was significant student impact. Mr. Hamborski and I tried to get through the area where they tutored as often as we could. Some of the things that we noticed were our students were coming to us and telling us how happy they were to be tutored and how much they look forward to seeing these high school students every week. The lessons were easily accessible. The high school students, once they got the hang of it, they were really rolling really well. And then the tutors were able to build, like I said, really strong rapport with the students. What we were hoping to see next steps, if we continue to do this, would be to strengthen the rigor a bit with these tutors. And then we would like to be able to implement some data tracking more closely aligned with the tutoring rather than broader data tracking.
And so the data that we're going to show you is beginning of the year to end of the year, not the November 22nd kind of thing, but a significant impact. However, as we think forward, we would like to, hopefully, if I have any kind of say in it anymore, track the actual power goal achievement and the data points around that, which we could see some just more doubt and impact. So in second grade, of the 13 students, we had 25 total students that were tutored by 17 high school students. Of the 13 students receiving the tutoring services, 10 ended the school year reading at or above grade level. That's huge. Like, that's a really big deal. All 13 students began the year below grade level, showing at least 1 year's growth, one level, and most progressing from beyond and outside of that second grade level, which is that 1R and 2R. Our third grade students also did a great job. Of the 12 that participated, 10 met their annual typical growth targets. 7 of those also met their annual stretch growth. Huge deal. Our third grade data is looking good again. You'll see that in some reports coming up. But by the end of the year, 9 of 12 of the students were reading on grade level, demonstrating. And Dr. Wallace, we're going to have them all. There's going to be them all. Okay, we're getting there. But really big successes.
So really quickly, it was unique for me, having known some of these high school students that were coming over, having worked there. I already had a relationship with a lot of these students and got to speak with them personally. And some of the reflections they shared were this reaffirmed my desire to teach. That was huge. I learned how important connection and structure are for kids. And I now see how teachers wear many hats: mentor, motivator, planner, and more. I think that was the most repeated phrase from these high school students. And then again, some things moving forward, what we would like to see would be to continue to expand the program. Love to be able to have more students working with, high school students working with our students. Continue to strengthen that collaboration between the schools. I can't tell you how much I appreciate Ms. Krantz, Dr. Rain, for just continuing to work with us on this. And to add pre and post student assessment data, like Mr. Hamborski was saying, we also need to shout out just all the hard work Ms. Krantz and those high school students were doing. And we'll continue to align it with the Board of Ed strategic goals. Thank you, and any questions? We appreciate your support.
Any comments? Dr. Andes.
I just want to thank you and commend you for this outstanding program and innovation. And Dr. Rain, thank you so much for making it happen. I can't imagine the scheduling challenges that it took to make this all work, and especially helping us build the next generation of teachers. And that's critically important, because We have a teacher shortage, and I commend you for making that happen. I commend you for getting these high school students in classrooms, working with students. And what I also heard you say is the students that they're working with at Pocomoke Elementary School have some significant challenges in learning the English language. And the data that you provided shows a significant difference that's being made each and every day. Great program, and I just want to recognize the fact that you partnered with Salisbury University. You partnered with Salisbury University, which is a great university to partner with, celebrating its 100th year anniversary. Thank you.
Anyone else?
I just wanted to make a couple brief comments, thanking Mr. Hoffman and Mr. Hamborski and Dr. Rain for their leadership. I can remember when Dr. Rain came to me several years ago with the idea to get sort of this ball rolling. They are a great example of community schools before community schools existed. This program is a perfect example of what happens in community schools and what makes Worcester County Public Schools such a special place. Every board member sitting here tonight has been a part of the education system, so you understand the training that goes into. When we say they trained our students on 100 book and do the math, that's incredible. Our students are powerful people. Our students, 3 of them are sitting here before you today. 2 of the 3 of them want to become teachers. As Dr. Andes pointed out, such a important thing for us to be growing your own. Many of the leaders I introduced tonight are products of our school system. And this is just one creative solution in how we're going to meet our goals of getting every kid on grade level, because we're always asked to do more, maybe with a little bit less, or do more with what you have. And I always said at Pocomoke High School, and Dr. Rain and Mr. Hoffman both worked for me, and so they heard me say this a million times: constraints make us better. So they took 0 resources and they made it into something really special. So I congratulate all of you, and super proud of these little friends up here who met their reading goals. So great work.
Thank you.
Thank you. We look forward to more partnerships with Pocomoke High School, and this isn't the first, and it won't be the last. They've provided mentors. Dr. Rain's worked with our schedule, and so we're super thankful for the partnership. Thank you.
Thank you.
On to Snow Hill Elementary School. That's what the partnerships going on in the Snow Hill community. Thank you, Mr. Hamborski. Thank you, Mr. Hoffman, also.
Ms. Shorts, the blueprint
Yes,
update?
the blueprint update. Yes. So again, just keeping the board up to date on where we are with the blueprint this month. Dr. App did turn in his career ladder schedule on time on July 1st, so we're looking forward to having some feedback on that. Also, as far as our blueprint plan, again, just a friendly reminder that that is a plan that does not need to be revised till 2027, but we will have a 3-hour conference with Dr. Wallace and about 14 members of Worcester County Public Schools Central Office staff will accompany her to Annapolis sometime in October. We signed up for with the AIB staff, and someone named Tiara Booker Dwyer. I don't know if anyone has had the pleasure, and I mean pleasure, to work with her before. She's a very talented educator that the AIB has very wisely contracted to help guide these conferences. So we have received a conference guide that is rather vague at this point, but we're hoping for this 3-hour conference we will guide them through our 5 pillars and as usual just impress them with the progress that we're making on our plan. So as soon as we know what date out of the 3 that we submitted in October that they'll ask us to join them in Annapolis, we will let you know. But that's the way they're going to run the revisions to the plan this year. So if anyone has any questions on that process or any board member would like to join us for those conferences, they're welcome to.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Schwartz.
Yeah, nobody want to get in the van?
We'll get back to you on that.
Okay, thank you. That concludes curriculum and instruction.
For the record, I did attend 2 Blueprint MSDE
I should
updates
thank you.
and
Yes.
represented the board, the entire board. So I will say that this board owes me.
Not it.
Thank you, Dr. Andes.
We'll pay you. Yeah, it would be our observation that you've done such a wonderful job that you
Yeah.
just keep right on.
Yeah.
He was
We
a
need
wonderful
motion on
member.
Yeah,
that.
I'll be glad to put that in the front.
Thank you, Mr. Buchanan. Back to you.
Okay. Personnel exhibit, Dr. Abt.
Thank you, Mr. Buchanan. For your consideration this month, we have your July personnel exhibit. Retirements for July: Dawn Barrett, teacher at Berlin Intermediate School. Our new hires, we have Hattie Brittingham, custodian 2 here at Central Office; John Brittingham, cafeteria manager at Snow Hill Middle School; Kalisha Connor, educational assistant at Snow Hill Middle School; Tajay Cotton, educational assistant at Pocomoke Middle School; Kayla Figueroa, the community school liaison at Snow Hill Middle School; Timothy Height, educational assistant, Cedar Chapel Special School; Paula Holden, educational assistant at Pocomoke High School; Donald Johnson, custodian 2, Pocomoke High School; George Schoolfield, custodian 2, Pocomoke Middle School; Anne Marie Sipe, educational assistant at Ocean City Elementary School; Glenn Young, custodian 2 at Stephen Decatur Middle School. Separations for the month of July: Kathleen Allegra, teacher at Snow Hill Middle School; Gavin Beecham, systems technician, Pocomoke Middle School; Kevin Bull, custodian 2, Pocomoke Middle School; DeJuan Edwards, custodian 2, Central Office; Lauren Galloway, school nurse, Pocomoke Middle School; Catherine Gosser, school nurse at Cedar Chapel Special School; Grace Heimer, educational assistant, Buckingham Elementary School; Kristen Lee, educational assistant, Cedar Chapel Special School; Ashley Marsh, teacher, Pocomoke Elementary School; Jerry Mattingly Freeman, teacher, Snow Hill Middle School; Amberly Ortell, teacher, Pocomoke Elementary School; Maria Starrett, teacher at Shao Elementary School; Callan Wyatt, school social worker at Pocomoke Elementary School. Leave of absence: Ileana Casino, teacher, foreign language, is rescinding a leave of absence. You saw that name come before you last month, so she's asking to come back from a leave of absence. Amanda Fairman, teacher from Berlin Intermediate School, is asking for a leave of absence. Also, leave of absence: Andrea Camonis, teacher at Shao Elementary School. Promotions for your consideration: Connor Pace, teacher at Snow Hill High School; Janika Johnson, community school liaison at Snow Hill Elementary School; Maria Jordan, teacher at Pocomoke Elementary School; and Jennifer McDowell, coordinator of accountability and assessment at the Central Office. The superintendent recommends approval of the personnel exhibit as presented.
Can I have a motion to approve the personnel exhibit as presented?
Motion?
Motion, Mr. Smack. Second?
Second.
Mr. Gordy, second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, Dr. Abt. I did want to take the opportunity because I didn't want to do this before you approved it. So I want to introduce Ms. Jen McDowell. We are so excited to welcome her to the team. Something probably unique about me is I like to take my resources and work with my team to figure out how we can best align our resources to meet our goals. And we had a position, Ms. Rebecca Henderson, who has served in a just tremendous capacity for our school district, retire. And upon her retirement, we have spent months trying to figure out what our goals were going to be for next school year, and then how we could choose the perfect person for this position. And when we think about our early reading goals and knowing that being on grade level by third grade starts at birth, she is the perfect fit for this job. So we reassigned some responsibilities. We took the constraints that we had, and we reshuffled some things. And so we are so excited for the talent that she's going to bring to this team. She's been a district reading coach for us, so she's led work in our district before. And we're just so excited to have her expertise on our team. So if you don't know Jen, here she is, and we welcome you. So thank you, Jen, for being here tonight.
It's still me, I believe.
Yeah, it's still
So
you.
You were going,
It's still
okay. Before the board, we have the opportunity to reappoint Heather Stansberry, our current board attorney from the law firm of Ayers, Jenkins, Gordy, and Allman, as our attorney for Worcester County Public Schools for the school year 25-26. The recommendation from the superintendent is to approve the reappointment of our current board member, Ms. Heather Stansberry.
Can I have a motion to approve the reappointment of Board Attorney Heather Stansberry for the 2025-26 school year?
So moved. Thank you, Heather.
Elena McComas, a second.
Second.
Mr. Smack, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And may I just say, we're extremely fortunate to have Ms. Stansberry as our board attorney. She is outstanding, phenomenal, and I hope she stays for a very long time with us.
Next, I'd like to invite our transportation manager, Ms. Kim Heiser, to come forward, as we're going to be asking for approval of a bus contractor replacement.
Good evening. Dr. Wallace, when you were doing your Remember When's and people will be appointed, Dr. Danielle Jackson might have been a Bucky Bear, but she was also a Snow Hill Eagle, and she happened to be in a kindergarten class that I worked with, so now I'm feeling my age.
She was in high school when I had her in my class.
I look forward to working with Dr. Jackson in her new position. Today you have an exhibit for recommendation for replacement bus contractor. A Snow Hill area bus contractor, Mr. Danny Hudson, is retiring his contract after 47 years of service. He has served proudly. His family, a few years back, Danny had a medical situation, and he's not been able to drive his bus, but his family has maintained the contract. And Desiree Sneed has been very key in that happening, and so we would like to recommend Desiree Sneed as a replacement contractor for Mr. Hudson's contract. And the superintendent recommends approval of this exhibit as presented.
Can I have a motion and a second to approve the replacement of bus contractor exhibit as presented?
So moved.
Dr. Andes, second.
Second.
Bill Gordy, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Ms. Heiser, if you would do me the honor of thanking Mr. Danny Hudson and his family for transporting me and many, many other students safely to our schools for, it looks like 47 years, but I wasn't riding the bus then because I'm not quite that old, but please thank Mr. Danny and his family for his service. He was the first face I saw coming into our school system, and our bus contractors are an integral part of our school system for that reason.
He's a tremendous asset, has been.
He is.
To the community. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, I'd like to invite Mr. Sam Slaken, our maintenance and operations manager, to the podium. We're going to be asking for an approval of easement between Buckingham Elementary School, Worcester County Public Schools, and the town of Berlin.
Good evening. Before you, you have a utility easement that was brought to the Worcester County Board of Education by the town of Berlin as part of their water, stormwater, and waste management improvements on West Street. The easement will provide a larger easement than what was originally there to install a pumping station to assist with wastewater removal for the town of Berlin. Mr. Joe Price and myself met with town of Berlin in early 2025, worked out the details, figured out exactly where they wanted to put the easement. So on behalf of the superintendent, we recommend approval of the easement of the with the town of Berlin and Worcester County Public Schools.
Can I have a motion and a second to approve the easement with the town of Berlin as presented?
Motion.
Mr. Smack, motion. Second.
Second, and then I have a question.
John Andes.
My question is, Mr. Slakem, we're building a new school there, and I want to make sure that the easement will not interfere with the construction or staging or the location of the new school.
It will not. Mr. Price and I took great care to ensure that this would not affect any part of the new construction.
Thank you.
We have a motion on the table with a second. All those approve?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, moving right along on the School Improvement Advisory Committee, Mrs. D. Schwartz.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Buchanan. In front of you, you should have a list of the recommendations for School Improvement Advisory, SIAC committees that are annually each July submitted to the Superintendent's office for your review. So we just wanted to give you an opportunity to review those lists. And again, this is for review.
Okay,
Does
thank you.
anyone have any questions?
Any questions? It's not a motion agenda, so.
No,
okay.
correct. Just a review.
Okay. Okay.
Please let us know if you do.
Now for the first time, Dr. Matt Record, safety report.
Thank you, Mr. Buchanan. For the July safety report, we're pleased to share 3 key updates. The 2024-25 Safety Committee held its final meeting in June to plan for the calendar year. In the upcoming weeks, all of those meetings should be scheduled, and committee members will be notified. We're pleased to announce that Worcester County Public Schools has applied for a competitive Department of Justice grant. The application focuses on enhancing front vestibule security at our older schools and upgrading video surveillance and camera systems. Dr. Cook and his team did lead the effort. And planning is underway for the annual Worcester County Public Schools Safety Conference in partnership and in great partnership with the Worcester County Sheriff's Office. Pre-planning and agenda setting and meetings with the Sheriff's Office have begun and leading up to the event on July 28th and 29th. And there is certainly a lot of work to be accomplished this summer, but we are up for the challenge. Back to you, Mr. Buchanan.
Okay, thank you. Any questions from board members in regard to this? Okay. Thank you, Dr. Ryder. Fiscal Operations, Mr. Vince Tolbert.
Yes, Mr. Buchanan, thank you. I have a couple items tonight. The first one is Mr. Sam Slakem is going to come up. There's many projects going on in the schools in the summer, and one major construction project we have going on this summer is the replacement roof at Pocomoke Elementary School, and Mr. Slakem has an update on that and a request for payment of requisition number 1.
Before you, I have update number 1 and requisition number 1 for your consideration and approval for the Pocomoke Elementary School roof project. And first, before I go any further, I'm not Joe Price. I miss Joe Price very much every day, and I will do my best to do this report justice. Work began in earnest in early May, even before school had let out on the roof replacement at Pocomoke Elementary School to ensure that we will be complete and ready for the start of school in September. We began by replacing roof drains on weekends, removing the stone from the roof prior to the end of school, and we started staging materials on site in the middle of May. The day that school ended, that afternoon, contractors were on site beginning demolition of the first phase of the roof replacement project. We'll go through some of the photos here that sort of highlight the progress that's been made so far. The team from Garland and their contractors have done a great job of keeping us on schedule. We are slated to be done before school ends, or before school starts, excuse me, so we should have no impact to education. Here is a picture looking from south to north on the roof just prior to any of the demolition. This is the gym roof area. All of the demo has been complete on there to date. All of the insulation put back down, and both layers of the base sheets have been installed. We also have some of the materials that are staged on site on the playground area and ready for use as the construction continues. Forklift raising some materials up to the roof, some additional materials, and then construction working on from back to front on the replacement of the roof there at the school. More photos of the same work. Again, some of the gym, and then some of the area across the back of the school working back to front to replace the roof. and then again, more of the same. So with that, on behalf of the superintendent, we recommend approval of requisition number 1 for the Pocomoke Elementary School roof replacement in the amount of $1,584,031.40.
Can I have a motion and a second to approve the Pocomoke Elementary School roof replacement requisition number 1 as presented?
Motion.
Motion, Mr. Smack, second.
Second.
Ms. McComas, second. All
Can
those
I
in
ask a
favor?
question?
Oh, I'm sorry, yes.
No, I'm curious. We have had so much rain, and they have been able to work through that.
They have taken full advantage of the days that we have had good weather. They work long days. They are working weekends. They are taking advantage of every weather opportunity that we have.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? That being, we have a motion and a second to approve the replacement. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sam. The next item I have, Mr. Buchanan, is just a federal funding update for the board. Carrie's going to pull up a spreadsheet for me in a second. But I just want to take a few minutes to provide the board an update on federal grants. On June 30th, the U.S. Department of Education issued us an email indicating it was reviewing funding for certain ESSA programs that Congress had already funded for FY25. On July 10th, I participated in a Zoom call with Dr. Carrie Wright, the state superintendent. She shared that title funding for programs were still being reviewed at the federal level, and the MSD still has not received grant awards for several programs. I've included a sheet that shows the potential FY26 impact to our school system of $1,615,610. Now, this is potential impact. Programs are being reviewed. Best case scenario is they'll release the money, and a couple weeks we'll get the funding. But there's a possibility they may not. So on the spreadsheet on the screen, and you have it in your board packet, I just listed the programs that are impacted. Title I Part C, which does not have any impact on us. Title II Part A, we have budgeted $226,745 for FY26. Title III Part A, which is language acquisition, I think, that's $20,553. Title IV Part A is $168,312. And the biggest impact for us right now is Title IV-B, which is after-school summer programs. We have 3 separate grants this year that we were getting at $400,000 each. So that's an impact of $1.2 million on our after-school and summer school programs if that funding is not released. So that's a total of $1,615,610 that's being reviewed. We have no idea when it's going to be released. And also, we found out a couple weeks ago with our Title I funding, it was released preliminary aid about $400,000 less than what we received in FY25, less than what we had budgeted. So right now, we're looking at a potential impact of a little over $2 million to our restricted budgets next year. But it's potential. Hopefully, it won't be nearly as bad as what's shown here. But the executive team, the superintendent, we have already started talking about things that we may have to do, steps that we may take to absorb these kind of cuts if they were to happen. We want to keep the board in the loop. So any questions from the board? Or yes, Dr. Andes.
Dr. Andes?
No, Mr. Tolbert, I thank you for that update. It's ironic that when we think about it, 60 years ago, the Elementary and Secondary Education Act was first approved. In 1965, signed into law by President Johnson, at a time when he signed in that act into law, his elementary school teacher was sitting next to him at the White House. Over the last 60 years, the Elementary and Secondary Education Act has been reauthorized about every 5 to 7 years, depending upon when Congress gets around to it. It's been reauthorized by predominant Democrats, predominant Republicans, and so forth and so on. But every 5 to 7 years, it gets reauthorized. In my memory, this is the very first time that any of the money that's been allocated through this program, the Elementary and Secondary Education Act, has been sequestered or delayed in having those monies flow to the state. So under the act, what happens is the federal dollars flow to the state, in our case MSDE. then MSD uses a funding formula to reallocate that money to local school systems. As Mr. Tolbert can testify to, it has significant accountability. And anyone here who works in a Title I school, who's gone through a Title I audit, knows and understands the significant accountability that comes with those dollars that come to our school system. Over the last decade plus, again, every time the ES, Elementary Secondary Education Act, is reauthorized, they change the name. So as an example, if you all recall No Child Left Behind, that was the Elementary and Secondary Education Act, version 2001. Today we call it Every Student Succeeds Act, or ESSA. That's the Elementary and Secondary Education Act, version 2015, I believe. So at the reauthorization, as Mr. Tolbert pointed out, the total dollar amount there is about $2.1 million. And that money goes directly to support students who are in need. So if you have a student at Pocomoke Elementary, Snow Hill Elementary, or Buckingham Elementary, those dollars flow right into those schools, and those dollars are at risk, So I thank Mr. Tolbert for his update. I hope we can have this resolved so those dollars can move forward. It's my understanding that the email was sent out on June 30th, like 3 or 4 hours before the money was supposed to be dispersed to all 50 states. So all 50 states are impacted by this, not just Maryland's being impacted by it, and has significant implications for all public school systems across the United States. In addition, as Mr. Tolbert pointed out, the after-school program has been a key to our success because it provides an opportunity for our students who need that extra support and extra help, or they need that enrichment. It provides those students in those after-school programs with needed additional time to make a difference in their lives. So I'm hoping this can be resolved very quickly. And as we recall, on April the 28th, 2025, our Board of Education sent a letter to Senator Alsobrook, Senator Van Hollen, and Congressman Harris, pointing out the various programs that we receive federal dollars from the federal government and the critical importance of those dollars. So again, I'm hoping it can be resolved. It impacts directly on our students, especially those students at Pocomoke Elementary, Snow Hill Elementary, and Buckingham Elementary, which are our 3 Title I schools. Thank you.
Any other questions from the board? We'll continue to provide updates as we receive them. Thanks, Dr. Andy.
Can I have a motion and a second to approve the June 30th, 2025 monthly financial report as presented?
Can I read the total first?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Yes, yes.
It's
I'm just
fine.
jumping. I'm
You're
just
good.
jumping the gun.
I'm ready to go home too, sir. Let's get out of here. You know. No.
Just fill in the blank later on, Vincent.
The superintendent recommends approval of the monthly financial report for the month of June with non-salary expenditures of $5,603,412.55. Superintendent recommends approval as presented.
Can I have a motion?
Motion.
And a second to approve the June 30th, 2025 monthly financial report as presented.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. And now I'd like to open up the floor to my fellow board members in the event that you would have any comments. Dr. Andes.
3 areas. One, I want to thank all those teachers and advisors who accompanied our students to national competitions. Thank you so much for making those opportunities possible for our students to compete nationally, whether it's in Georgia or California or wherever it happened to be. That's a wonderful opportunity for our students to be in places, get on a plane, so forth and so on, compete and have those wonderful experiences. So those teachers, advisors, their families, whoever went on those trips, whoever made it possible, whoever financed those trips, our community and business leaders, I thank you. Second, thank you to the staff at Pocomoke Elementary School, because you picked up your school for the summer and moved it to Pocomoke Middle School because we're putting the roof on. I know that's not easy, and the custodial staff at Pocomoke Elementary School is cleaning up that school while they're putting a roof on. And that's a huge undertaking. So thank you to Pocomoke Elementary School for making that possible, and for Pocomoke Middle School for hosting the summer program at Pocomoke Elementary School. And we've had the opportunity to go out and visit our summer school programs. I want to thank our bus contractors, our cafeteria workers, our custodians, our office staff, our teachers, our leaders, Tamara Mills here from the central office coordinating everything, our principals, so forth and so on, to make all of this possible. All of this possible for our students to have a fabulous summer experience. And finally, I want to correct our superintendent, who said that mathematics was a critical content area, and I just want to point out that social studies is the only content area that studies the human experience, whereas in mathematics there's always a problem. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Andes. Mr. Gordy.
Thank you. I would just like to say how proud and pleased we are to have our new superintendent and her wonderful leadership team in place. We're excited to have things continue to grow and excel as they have, and thank you, Dr. Wallace, for all your hard work. You've played a strong role in getting us this far, and we hope to continue forward. So thank you so much.
I'd like to say the same thing, Dr. Andes and Buddy here. Thank you. We all love you. And God bless you.
Okay. Dr. Elaine.
Uh-oh.
No, it is my turn, and I hadn't planned to do this in public, but it's been such a joy working with you. It has been such a joy getting to know you, and it has been absolutely amazing to watch you work. I can only see great things happening from this point on, and honestly, I love you very much. Thank you.
Dr. Wallace.
Yes. So I realized about, I guess, like 3/4 of the way through the meeting when they were saying the superintendent. Oh, there we go. I'm on live now. So I realized about 3/4 of the way through the meeting, people kept looking at me and saying the superintendent. I realized that they were saying the superintendent, and that was me. So it was exciting because I was like, oh, that's why they keep looking at me when saying she recommends approval for. So I want to again thank the board for your trust and for your support, and I will certainly take all of your continued prayers as we go through this journey together with such a wonderful executive team and so many of my wonderful team members who are here tonight in the audience. We are going to change things up a bit. So normally Mr. Taylor would read a lot of dates and times. And what we have done is we have just put upcoming events in your folder. So please check your folder for upcoming events that we would love for you to join us at if possible. And back to you, Mr. B.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Wallace. I didn't want to bring it up in regard to comments, but, you know, you were my principal when I was still in the classroom, and you used to tell me a lot of things of what you wanted and what you wanted me to do, and now guess what? Can I have a motion and a second to adjourn the open session?
Motion.
Mr. Smack, Mr. Gordy, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.